Hello, 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 and we're back looking at the Penguin Cafe Orchestra's discography, but we're not doing studio album. Oh no, 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 for it is 1988, and we are doing When in Rome, which is a live album. There we go, it's a live album. There's vinyl and CD. I imagine there was also a cassette. But you do not want to buy the LP. No, 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 because the CD has more. There's more tracks on it. Look, if you can see that, there's 16 tracks, whereas the LP version only has 12 tracks. See, you're 4 tracks missing. 52 minutes, 23 seconds. 68 minutes, 22 seconds. So nearly a double album. This is the first live album from the band, like I say, released 1988. It was recorded on the 9th of July 1987 at the Royal Festival Hall. Yeah, not bad, is it? It says so on the front there. Look, Royal Festival Hall. And as live albums go, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, again, this is the closest you get to it being a greatest hits album, without it being a greatest hits album. And we'll have a look at the CD booklet. For this is let's see, there it is. There it is. Okay, the CD is superior. So yeah, they include material from the entire album discography so far, going back to the first album, Giles Farnaby's Dream, again, which is a mainstay of the live gigs. It always has been, still is, even to this day, with the reformed Penguin Cafe. They still play it. Album artwork by Emily Young, of course. And you get, like I say, a really good mix of material. They don't necessarily deviate too much from the album versions. So, like I say, it feels almost like a greatest hits album. And if you were to recommend one album, if I was to be lazy and recommend one album, I'd say buy When in Rome, because you get, especially the CD version, because you get 16 tracks, which really covers, well, the entire discography, and it's got the greatest hits on there as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. It's got everything. No, it hasn't got everything, but it's a really good compilation. Sound quality is superb. Performance is good. All music. I'm really, again, looking at the Wikipedia page. The all music rating 3 stars out of 5. Now, again, if any of you pay attention, you know I'm not a big fan of live albums, except for 801 Live, because it's a unique thing. It's, it only exists in that format. There wasn't a studio album. There's only a live album. So that, I think, is worthy. And in a way, I think this is a worthy thing, because it brings, I'm going to state the obvious here, it brings a liveness to those studio albums. Because yeah, you hear them, you hear those studio tracks, and they exist, and it's nice, but hearing it in a live context, it gives the material just that little extra little bit of piquancy, extra vivacity that you sometimes miss on those studio albums. I'm not saying it's superior to studio. I'm just saying there's an extra dimension to it, love. There's an extra dimension, a little bit more spice. And like I say, if you want to get someone into the Penguin Cafe Orchestra, you give them this. Opens with Air a Dancer. Fantastic. Yodel 1, fantastic. From the Colonies, brilliant. Southern Jukebox music, fantastic. Numbers 1 to 4, or numbers 1, 4. That's a longer one. They extend that slightly. It's 7 minutes 44. So it's just a little. Again, they play a little bit more with the mood, but they can with that one because it is a very moody track. We flip it over again. My eyesight. I should do it from the. They're doing the LP. I should do it from the. I should do it from the CD because the LP release, the track listing's different. Should we do it from this? Yeah, let's do it from this. I'll hold it up because then I can read it. See, if I hold it like that, I can actually see it on my screen then. Same as with Air a Dancer, going to Yodel 1. Cutting Branches for a Temporary Shelter, which is fantastic. From the Colonies there. Southern Jukebox music. Numbers 1 to 4, 1, 4. Telephone and Rubber Band. Excellent. Air. Beanfields, Paul's Dance, Oscar Tango, Music for Found Harmonium, of course, because that's the greatest hit. I Love You, one of my favourites, is on there, which is in a superb version. Prelude and Yodel, Dirt. The guitar clang isn't as pronounced. I like the guitar clang. Oh, my white balance has gone all weird. Ends with Giles Farnaby's Dream, which is a great track to end on. It's a real raucous floor stomper. It is. It's like the barn dancers arrived. So yeah, I think it's a really cool record. But yeah, always get the CD in this instance. But Darren, why did you get the LP? I couldn't help myself. I just wanted to own it all. You know me. But EG at this point, I'm just going to make a point of this. If you are collecting anything from the EG catalogue in that kind of late 80s period, a lot of what they released on LP is usually cut down compared to the CD edition. Always get the CD version. You know, there are a number of albums that they released which they truncated. Just telling you that. You know, the LP is a different thing compared to the CD and cassette. That's what they did back then, instead of releasing a double LP. So now you know. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you haven't, I don't know. But we're going to begin. We're going to be taking a little bit of a diversion, because it's not going to be the next studio album next. We're going to be looking at Still Life at the Penguin Cafe. So that's kind of a little bit of a diversion, because technically it's not a Penguin Cafe Orchestra album. It's separate, but I think it's essential that we need to cover it again. I've covered it before. I'm going to cover it again, but this time I'm really going to cover it. Oh, I'm going to cover it good. So we're going to be talking about that one next, before we get to the next studio album, as it were. Is that okay? Good. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been talking about this superb live album, When in Rome. See? Even though they weren't in Rome. Do you get it? They weren't in Rome. They're not in Rome. There you go, and you can tell because it's got live written on the back. You know it's live. And yeah, it's a good one. Mind you, you get a better picture of the band. There you go. Fantastic. Yeah, and we'll be doing this again soon. Hopefully I've entertained. If I haven't, I don't know. And yeah, thanks for watching. There's only one more thing to say. By now you should know what that is, and that is ta-da.